power it down. There we go.
Should you ever need to exit the station, just approach the gate, and I can open it for you.
Alrighty then.
Greetings, unaffiliated individual. Could
take
you be
that.
a freelancer? A gun for hire? Might you be interested in a job involving the removal of dangerous creatures?
Yeah. What's in it for me?
Well, I'm unable to distribute any amount of bits to you, but I can offer upgraded permissions, allowing you to purchase our surplus supplies.
Okay, sure thing. Raptidons are no problem for me.
Oh, this is so exciting. I can feel the rate of my blood flow increasing.
Oh, I've already cleaned it up.
You've returned. Are the Raptidons vanquished? Have you completed the job?
Yeah. Yeah, the Raptidons are all dead. The cave is clear.
Oh, incredible. Then, as the prime requisitionist currently at this station, I confer to you upgraded permissions that allow for surplus supply purchases.
Cool. Show me your wares. Got plasma SMG charge burst, shock wire rifle, reflex sight, and reinforced barrel. Plasma SMG, a reinforced barrel. I don't really need any. Ooh, do we need that? Everything else is pretty meh, though. Well, appreciate the description key. Okay, so I gotta take the path up to get onto this elevator thing. From what that one guy was saying. Just take a quick look around though, see if there's anything. Can't be seen, right? You guys don't need any of that stuff, right? I'm sure you don't. It's fine. Just regular NPCs. Alright, I'm guessing this is the path over here. Actually, hold on, can I use this? No. Grounding station supply cache field report. I've taken up position as a guard for the grounding station supply cache. The allocated supplies have been originated according to protocols. Orientated, that's the word. This posting can now be considered manned and enabled. Any anti-choice units attempting to approach this approach vector will be unpleasantly reminded it is the order that sees all eventualities. Addendum, it's weeks now, and the solitude has become disquieting. My existence has my existence become meaningless? At first I thought the constant crashing of thunder and the roaring of nearby Raptidons would drive me mad, but now I'm beginning to find wisdom in the sonic perturbations. Perhaps tomorrow I will descend towards the Raptidons and ask for their counsel in my place of the Equiton. What? Wonder if that was that guy right there. Oh, that was dumb. He lost his mind, literally. This is another overlook of that whole area we were just in. Dispenser unit. Okay. Yeah, I'll take your dispensed bits. Why not? Well, let's just go in the front door. We're friendly here. Oh. Whoa. What's up, little buddy?
By law, you've done it. I cannot lie. My math placed the odds of your survival at 0.00343%, but your reputation indicates that you reliably beat the odds. So why am I surprised?
It's a great question.
Unfortunately, I am limited in forms of compensation. However, I've refined the schematics so they may be constructed with your own rudimentary tools. I trust that you will find wonderful methods of deployment that will
Storm
manipulate
grenade.
every equation to your favor.
Apparently, they just skipped the whole lead up on that quest, and I just got at the ending stuff. I'll take it though. Well, we got storm grenades now. That's kind of cool. Don't really know what to expect from those.
I am at my wit's end with that damn Protectorate safe. If you can open it, whatever's inside is yours. I'll wash my hands of it.
Dang, I can't. I don't have lockpicking. I'm gonna build a bunch of these really quick. Oh my god, I have so many resources, it's kind of ridiculous. I could literally make hundreds of rockets. So we have storm grenades now. Grenade that sticks to targets and intensifies electricity in the area, increasing shock damage when stuck. When used near storms or praetor, the effects are greatly amplified. Is there an easy way down here? It wasn't like a switch to take this whole thing down, though. Nope. All right.
Thank you again, my friend. Your contribution to our progress and understanding cannot be overstated. May your equations always balance and resolve into whole numbers.
Okay, then. This seems relatively fast. Actually, I don't even know if I need to go down. Secrets? No secrets. Alright, how close are we to... We're a hair away from 30. Let's see. Deliver the data, recover data of the order. Well, I feel like that's as good as any. Is it here or is it somewhere else? Crash telemetry to the order. Well, let's do that. Except I can't fast travel to the ship right now. For some reason. Maybe because I'm in or on top of that weird mountain place? I don't know. Still can't fast travel to it. That is weird. I don't think I've ever been able to not fast travel to my own ship. Makes me think there might be some sort of event waiting for me there.
You killed the sovereign.
Oh,
My
yeah, I remember
sovereign.
that.
I cannot remain with you any longer. Not if I wish for both of us to remain whole.
I really don't care. It was a mercy killing. He's behind to help.
Was he? How can you be so sure?
I'm not. I don't even really care. Arcadia can move forward with a permanently convalescent sovereign, and you know that. Nah, fuck that. On second thought, I can see you made up your mind. Go on and leave.
Goodbye. May we not meet again.
I'll be at the end of my barrel, so you better hope we don't meet again. I think that got us 30, though. Yep. All right, final skill points and final perk. I mean, I'm kind of tempted just to throw it into guns. Increase my armor penetration and range damage. Seems like the way to go. I'm kind of thinking either 2 into explosives, so I have the extra explosive damage, or 2 into guns, so we have 20% extra range damage. Or maybe even engineering adds damage resistance, although only 2%. Never mind, that's not an option. That's not enough to matter. Actually, I think I'm going to just go guns. I like the armor penetration. Explosives are pretty damaging even without the boost. So for perks, let's see, did guns get me anything new? I don't think it did. I think I'm gonna go for this Eden Windage. 25% more weapon range, 25% more weak spot damage. I think that'll serve me well. Bullet shield's not bad though either. 10% damage resistance plus 10% base health boost. That might be useful. I definitely don't feel like I have a lot of health. It goes down really quick at certain times if a lot of people hit me all at once. And I do already feel like I'm pretty darn strong as far as my damage output. Yeah, I'm gonna do bullet shield. Alright, and companions final boosts. We have Force Emitter. When enemy gets within melee range of Niles, he activates a sonic shockwave in the area around himself, dealing damage and knocking all enemies down. He has a cooldown, or it has a cooldown. The Force Emitter also slows down incoming attacks slightly, granting Niles additional damage resistance. Okay. And then we have Smokescreen Emitter. Niles releases a cloud of smoke on his current piece of cover, or position, granting camouflage to party members in the area. While camouflage party is invisible, it deals bonus attack damage. Yeah, no, we're good. We're gonna do the shockwave one on that for sure. Then on Azza, Azza's companion ability now deals frost damage and leaves a hazard that rapidly applies chilled to enemies. Or we have N-Ray Charge. Her companion ability now deals N-Ray instead and deals significantly increased damage overall. Both of those sound pretty cool, actually. I'm kind of thinking chilled, though. Although I do like the N-Ray overall damage. I think chilled is going to be the way to go. Alright. Quick save game. Do you have anything else we really want to do here? I mean, I suppose I can go talk to the Order. Yeah, let's go do the Order. I think I'm going to try to recruit them to help me on the final step. If I can, anyways. I mean, I don't know if I can. That. Looks like we gotta go to Cloister. Man, that looks super cool. It's actually kind of sunny here right now. A nice change. Alright, so we're going to what places are the garden? Isn't there an easier way to get up there that I found before? Yeah, I could just go this way. That works.
I look forward to the reclamation of the Hyperion web. Hopefully you shall facilitate that. Now, how might we be of
suppose I
use to
can.
one another?
Crash satellite found, information retrieved. Here you are.
Yes! Excellent! Take that, reductionists! Your horrid little surveillance devices shall finally be used for what their purpose should have been! Don't tell anyone about that outburst, please.
Yeah, that
Here's
was
something to keep you
weird.
quiet.
I think I've more than proven myself. Can I meet the presiding bishop now?
I must admit I first had doubts, due to your association with a cultist. But yes, you've earned not only my trust, but the Order's as well.
Aha.
I hope you'll continue working with us. I've informed the presiding bishop you're coming to speak with her. She can be found in the room off the main stairwell. I'm sure I don't need to say this. But if you even think about bringing harm to Ruth, I shall know. Be on your very, very best behavior.
Noted. Oh, he's up here too.
You've made such progress moving us toward an Order Anti's Choice alliance. Everything seems to be going according to the plan so far. But we approach a critical juncture. When you go in to speak with the presiding bishop, please raise the issue with her. I assure you this is the correct thing to do. For yourself, for us, for Arcadia. If you continue working for the Order alone, it will likely burn any possible bridge with Anti's Choice. So this is our last and only chance.
Do we want them working together? All right already. I got it. It's all just so important.
That's not exactly the most reassuring attitude I'd expect you to have. But I am glad we remain firmly in agreement. Farewell. I would say good luck, but I put no stock in chance, only probability. May the plan favor us against long odds.
Guess we'll see, won't we? Whoa. What the hell? Sort of
The
rejuvenation?
Order has always proclaimed patience as a virtue, but I am pleased my waiting is finally at its endpoint. For so long, you have only existed as numerical values on a chart. A bright star in a constellation of possibilities, as it were. Now with your arrival, the Order nears the totality of its goals, provided you are willing to stay aligned with our cause.
Freaking cool outfit she has on, though. Which option? I'm not making any commitment until I know what those goals are.
Prudent. Now then, I gather you already know who I am, but science has shown that good manners strengthen developing relationships by 5.3%. So, allow me to introduce myself. I am Ruth Basar, third presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant, supreme calculator, and, plan willing, the architect of Arcadia's prosperous future.
Quite the entrance. What was that machine you were in?
My sensory deprivation chamber.
Oh,
I
okay.
spend the majority of my days closed inside the silence. dulling myself against the tedious excesses of the body and mind.
That's a much more fancy sensory deprivation chamber than I've ever used. I kind of wish I had one like that. That'd be cool. Neat. Can I try it out?
It's a rather personal apparatus, customized to my biological measurements. Would you ask to try on a stranger's undersuit? Perhaps you would.
Yeah.
Your recent exploits at Greater Tranquility Station have certainly made for compelling reading material. Confronting an assassin, and thereby sparing the delegates' lives before the rift inexplicably destroyed the station? Such a commendable effort is worthy of acknowledgement.
Thank you. I'll accept a trophy too if you're handing them out.
Sorry to disappoint.
Aw.
However, there's something of even greater import we must discuss. I have received numerous reports indicating the archive has been wrested away from the Protectorate by a single, rather determined rogue factor.
Oh, rogue factor, huh? I like the sound of that.
Let us sidestep any coyness. I know the Calcaduceus is in your possession. The only remaining unknown is whether you intend to hand it over peacefully.
And if I decide to keep it?
Then I will extract the Calcaduceus through less pleasant methods.
Oh, I wanted to try so bad. It's fine, though. Fine. Don't get your research papers in a bunch. Here, take it.
So amenable. Perhaps there is hope for continuing our working relationship after all. I've heard the Archive's priority set has been altered by its occupiers. I suppose we shall see if that remains the case. More senseless work to be done. It is my hope that such archaic methods of communicating with the Archive will soon not be necessary. I am only lacking the resources to make my plan a reality.
Before we continue, you might be interested to hear the results of the data I processed.
I am open to whatever you are willing to share.
This data could make a rift modulator built by the Protectorate fully operational.
And this device differs from your own in scope, I assume?
Protector device would have to be massive, possibly the size of a space station even.
Thank you for entrusting me with this information. It has given me much to ponder.
Don't ponder too long. If we don't act soon, we may lose the option to.
We will not benefit from any decision made in panic or haste either. But still your apprehension. I have plans already in place. While the Archive is an infinitely complex machine, an equally complex apparatus has been designed which allows one to interact with it directly. Brain-to-logic assembly, as it were.
Oh.
Unfortunately, this apparatus exacts a rather tremendous cost on the wearer. A certain panacea is needed to survive it, but I lack the chemicals to finish its manufacture.
Does this panacea have any relation to the drug in the water of Laplace's garden?
A question whose origins prickle the mind. I would ask who informed you about our experiment in the garden, but I already have my suspicions. My panacea is derived from perspective. They share certain characteristics, but to answer your question, no. It is not intended for mass use in the same way. A plant on Praetor under Auntie's choice control has the chemicals I need for this new treatment. Infiltrate the plant and retrieve them, by whatever means necessary.
These chemicals you want me to retrieve, what do they do exactly?
By themselves, very little. Once combined with other agents, a great deal of different effects can be achieved. If all goes according to plan, I should be able to create a stupefacient of sorts that will ease the discomfort of wearing the apparatus needed to communicate with the Archive.
You seem nervous, Ruth. Is there something more to this drug you're not telling me?
Perhaps I have not been entirely forthright.
Yeah, I saw it.
This treatment will enact a permanent change in my personality. Irreversible. But it will not cost me anything I would lament losing. We can discuss the details more when you return from Praetor with the chemicals in hand.
What the hell does that mean? How does one become presiding bishop of the order?
Oh, the Laureate Council simply draws a name out of a hat.
For real? That doesn't seem very scientific.
No? Go figure. In reality, I was recommended for my position by the preceding bishop. Paired with my skills as a seer, I was the natural choice when it came time for the council to vote.
Oh, okay. She was making a joke. Haha, funny. Why did the last presiding bishop recommend you?
My predecessor, presiding Bishop Orlo, and I had a close working relationship.
Oh, they were...
He knew I possessed the skills and temperament for the role. I counted him a friend. Orlo shared with me his doubts about the Order's partnership with the Protectorate. The compromises made. He had many such regrets at the end of his life.
That must have influenced your decision to break away from the Protectorate.
It was not the only determining factor, but yes, it factored in.
You went to a lot of trouble to recreate Eden's conditions here on Cloister. Why?
Call it proof of concept. Laplace's garden is more than its aesthetic. It offers a vision of a future free from the despotic rule of narrow-minded jingoists, where the fruit of the plan can finally ripen. It saddens me to see the garden so despoiled by our wartime presence. But with the loss of Spirton, necessity dictated we quarter here in the interim.
Okay. Thanks for taking the time to indulge my curiosity. I'll be going now.
May you achieve progress in accordance with the plan.
Oh, kill on sight. Your actions have now caused one of the game's factions to order that your party be shot/attacked on sight by all faction personnel due to unforgivable crimes. These usually consist of killing important members of the faction or working directly against the faction's goals. It is a permanent change with long-reaching effects across the game, so you may want to reconsider reloading or just roll with it and enjoy your notoriety. Well, I'm going to roll with it. Dude, this, like, sensory deprivation chamber is kind of insane. Oh, dang, there's hella guys sitting around here, too.
Hello, layperson.
How dare you?
I believe our group's combined efforts are in direct accordance with the plan.
Alright. So, I do think I'm gonna... Auntie's Choice Chemical. Wait, which place hates me now? Is it Auntie's Choice? Probably Auntie's Choice. Oh yeah, I'm kill on sight with Auntie's Choice. Now I shouldn't have paid that $7,500 to clear my bounty with them. Dang it, I could be $7 grand richer right now. Okay, well... That's fine. Whatever. Screw Auntie's Choice. I think I'm going to do this mission, this faction quest, before I bother to start the final stretch. I'm interested in how it's going to play out. Head to Auntie's Choice Chemical Factory on Praetor. Let's see. We're over here, right? Yeah. I mean, we're not on Praetor at the moment, are we? Pretty sure we're not. So I need to go to the landing pad. back to the icy place. Which admittedly, kind of thought I cleared everything here. Our council reluctantly takes over as a sovereign bravely reports to mental refreshment. That was some BS for sure. Oh, so we got to go over here. Oh, that's funny. This is even the place I went that got me that bounty in the first place. Wonder if it's going to be refilled with enemies. It might be. Nope, everyone's still dead. Well, good. Should make this easy. Fast, but not that way. How do we get up there again? Stairs. Oh yeah, those people are still in there.
Choice when you could choose Auntie's choice.
I've been in there for a long time. Acquire chemical generation code. Cool. Chemical call-up code. We'll make the chems. Ooh, it glows. Cool.
Retrieving chemicals from an Auntie's facility for the presiding bishop, for dubious means, no less, was definitely not something I ever envisioned myself doing.
And yet, here we are. Alright, get it out the side. That was fast. How convenient, I'd already cleared the place out. You messed up my parkour jump. Love all the loading screens for this game. It's really cool. A lot of schematics, a lot of advertising. First one was the same way. I like how the guards are called forced multipliers. So we multiply the force. He's been standing there this whole time?
Not this again. How many times must we tread this ground, Leslie?
Is this shit glitching right now?
I have heard your thesis, and I remain unconvinced by it.
How long have we known each other, Ruth? Long enough, I'd argue, for you to recognize that you only have the best. I only have your best interest in mind.
Enough. I am not interested in furthering this debate, especially before an audience.
Is the game tripping, or is she just losing her freaking mind? I think the game's tripping. What are you two arguing about?
Laureate Beckett and I are having a minor academic dispute. Nothing that should concern you.
Hardly minor. Wait. Is this who you tasked with going to Praetor? Do you even know what this Plancatia can do to you? The true cost of it? I'm just reading what the person's supposed to be saying, but they're not there.
The agent knows what is pertinent for them to know.
Agent knows. I don't like being kept in the dark. What aren't you telling me? The other guy says, if you won't tell him, I will. This chemical cocktail will short-circuit Ruth's limbic system, eradicating her emotions. Her very humanity will be expunged. And she will be absolutely no fun during our weekly game of diminishing variable wrist. Or whist.
All in service to a far greater goal. I cannot be distracted by the agony of wearing the binary lector during my interactions with the archive.
The binary lector, huh? Binary what now?
The apparatus I mentioned before. The binary lector will allow me to convene with the archive near instantaneously, expediting our shared understanding.
The guy says if it does not outright kill you or drive you to madness, as it has done with others who have tested the damn thing.
They did not have my tolerance for pain, nor my resolve. With the panacea I intend to create, physical suffering will be a peripheral consideration.
It's Ruth's decision. If she's prepared to pay the cost, who are we to argue? The guy says, has everyone lost their senses? I cannot be in line with the Grand Architect's plan. Or
You
this
are
cannot
letting
be in
your
line.
personal feelings influence your interpretation of the numbers. It would not be the first time, would it? My decision is made. All that remains is delivery of the chemicals themselves.
As requested. Guy said, I cannot be a party to this. I'm sorry.
It will take some time to finish manufacturing the final mixture, but you have created eventuality, where before there existed only possibility. There is another matter that must be resolved as soon as possible.
Of course there is.
Concerning the Hyperion reticulum. We studied the data you brought back from the crashed satellite, and we now have a way to reorient the satellites en masse from a Protectorate installation, Oris Listening Post.
What are you reorienting them to focus on, and how will this help the Order?
Turning the entirety of the reticulum toward deep space will accelerate our understanding of the universe, and ideally, lead us to stronger conclusions regarding how to stop the rifts.
Okay, sounds positive. Are you sure you don't want to keep a few satellites trained on Arcadia, just in case?
You sound like Laureate Craft. Our artificer Laureate believes dedicating some of the satellites to surveillance could address immediate security concerns.
Seems reasonable. You disagree, I take it?
The distinction between the Order and the Protectorate is already blurry for many Arcadians, without us adopting tactics that could be perceived as too extreme.
I see what you're saying. Seems like a pretty straightforward mission. Anything I should watch out for?
Nothing beyond a few automechs, turrets, and some minor Protectorate personnel. All well within your capabilities to dispatch.
Say no more. I'll get those lights oriented.
Then I look forward to hearing your next report. May your actions further the plan.
That's weird that NPC wasn't in here, but it was still, like, showing his dialogue and stuff. Where am I going for this? Not on this planet, I'm guessing. Speak with Artificer Laureate about the Hyperion Reticulum. That might not be a bad idea if I can right now. Let's do it. Oh god. Did not like me doing that. Oh crap. She's up there.
Let's pinpoint what you and I can accomplish for the Order.
Spoke with Ruth about the Hyperion Reticulum. Have any thoughts about it?
Yes. As I mentioned to her, I understand we intend to reorient the web for scientific purposes alone. But we can still do that and aid our war effort. There are a multitude of satellites. Most, almost all, can be used to collect information on the equation. But just a few turned within Arcadia will help us in the near future. The Order thrives on information. The more we have, the more effectively we can lead. This has been proven scientifically to be true.
I mean, I can get behind that. Had a few things I wanted to ask you about.
I scarcely take time to engage in idle conversation, but perhaps this will be illuminating in some fashion.
Oh, no, never mind.
I generally prefer to keep discussions relevant.
Second thought, I'll pick this up later. Wait, contraband contrivance. Oh, that's way down in the... I don't want to go down there. Alright, I think I'm just going to reorient all the satellites. Ara's listening post. And I suspect this is going to be a whole bunch of fighting. Because I'm pretty sure this is considered a protectorate base. Space station, if you will.
Alert! Unsanctioned individual detected in immediate vicinity. Present credentials.
Oh. Let me buy or I'll design a module for Automex specifically to teach them pain.
Analyzing tone. Complete. Officer recognized. And accepted. Proceed at leisure. Glory to the Protectorate.
See, that never would have worked on that. She's built different. Oh, but good job.
I am actually really surprised that worked on a robot. Am I not gonna have to fight a storm of robots in here? I mean, yeah, it would have been a lot too. Okay. Hyperion Reticulum alignment monitoring. Deploying rapid response security forces. Oh, here we go.
I love a good killing.
Of course, it's not going to be that easy.
Not a good look, Commander. Homicide always bothers me. Oh,
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander.
Okay, hold on one sec, because I can already see what's coming here.
Just say.
Oh my god, I'm barely alive.
look sharp. It's a fight.
Overloaded.
Plasma tolerances exceeded.
Who needs to die?
Alright. Not bad, not bad. This bouncing thing is... This gun's insane.